All right, all right, all right. How's everyone doing? My name is Billy Cook from Houston, Texas. I'm so excited about what's about to take place on tonight. I hail all the way from Houston, Texas, and my background is a professional singer, and I have the distinct honor and privilege to be actually hosting the call before our guest speaker comes on. But what I want to do right now is to go ahead and acknowledge everyone that's on the call. And how we can do that is if you go ahead and give your name, state your name and where you're calling from before we get started, because I want to make sure that we bring the energy tonight for our guest speaker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute my line, go ahead and do it. I want us to do a great introductory of introducing who we are and where we're calling from on the line right now.
Michelle Washington, Arlington, Texas. Let's go.
All right. Who else do we have on the line?
Nick Haggard from Dallas, Texas. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Who else do we have on the line?
Pastor Kim Reed Montgomery from Big D, Dallas, Texas. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Who else do we have on the line?
Marcel from Alberta, Canada.
Welcome all the way from Canada. Who else do we have on the line? Guys, you're in for a treat. Go ahead and state your name and where you're calling from. Go ahead and do so now before we get into the presentation. We're going to get started on time today. Who do we have on the line before I bring on our presenter?
Anthony from Florida.
Awesome. Welcome. Who else do we have on the line? They're coming in. All the calls are coming through. Everybody go ahead and state your name before we wrap it up. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds.
We got James and Felicia from Strung Out.
Welcome. Who else do we have?
Amika.
Sean
from Buffalo.
Awesome, awesome. We got leaders coming in from all over. We also have new individuals who just partnered up with us, linking arms. Who else do we have on the line? We'll go ahead and bring on our guest speaker in just a few seconds. Well, guys, it's my distinct privilege and honor to be able to bring on a powerful individual, a powerful speaker. And guys, I can tell you right now, his Purpose, Passion, and Profits, a book that he has actually been featured in as one of the guest writers in the publication, or a help assistant writing that. I want to actually just acknowledge him for that, because guys, to be able to think is to put in ink, and he has done so. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and introduce my senior business partner. He's a very successful entrepreneur for 25 years now. He's a 7- and 8-figure earner in the industry. And in his past company, guys, he earned over $8 million in just 10 years. Now, he's co-authored an Amazon best-selling book called Purpose, Passion, and Profits. That's what I just talked about. He knows profits are better than wages, indeed. But he's been featured in numerous magazines like the international publication called Networking Times. So he is well documented in success and very qualified to share what we're about to experience on tonight. He's down to earth. He really loves helping other people succeed. And he knows all of the facts about this industry that we're about to be, the journey that we're about to embark on. He loves making money. He certainly loves traveling. He just touched back down in H-Town from having fun and meeting with the owner of this company. And I would like to introduce to you my great friend, Mr. Emmanuel Bernstein. I call him a millionaire maker, guys. So if Mr. Emmanuel Bernstein, if you're on the line, I want to go ahead and pass the torch on to you. The platform is yours, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear. Billy, can you hear me okay?
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead and take it away, sir.
All right. Well, thank you, my friend. You got me fired up and excited here. I love that introduction. I appreciate it. You know, I've got so much respect for you and your wife, Cynthia. You guys are incredible leaders right now, not only in this industry, but in the community. I know you live right here in Houston as well, and you all have done some amazing things in this industry, and you've worked for some of the best leaders in the industry, and you've just taken the information that you've learned from them, and you just simply have applied it. And that's why you all are true champions, and you're winning already in this company in just the first week or two in this business. So excited for you. Excited for all the guests that are on the line, excited for all the members that are on the line. As a matter of fact, we've got a lot of people on this call here. There'll be more joining us as well. And I want all of the ones that are on the line, if you are over a Founder 1000 on this call, do me a huge favor and raise your hand so we can actually see who you are. Just raise your hand in the chat box somehow, some way. That way I can make sure that we recognize you and highlight you as we go through this call. Because I know it's you all out there that are out there paying it forward and making sure that people get on these calls that you've invited as guests and your teams have invited as guests. And Billy's right. You know, we've had a lot of success in this industry. I've been involved in this industry now for 25 years, and we've made nearly eight figures in this industry. And we've helped so many people make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, even 7 figures in this industry, as well as 8 figures now in this industry. We've played a part in helping them get there. And I can tell you, it's been a gratifying experience. Although we've had some failures, we had some disappointments, we're certainly grateful for all the things that have certainly happened to us, you know. And I can simply tell you that this opportunity of the Forex market was introduced to me about 5 years ago. Even though I was successful in another capacity, I really didn't want to take a look. And because I didn't take a look, folks, it allowed me to miss out on an enormous opportunity financially. In fact, a young man that I mentored in the industry went on to make over $30 million in this industry. And I didn't take a look. And I'm telling you this is because I learned that in business, a wise man will investigate what a fool takes for granted. And I certainly took it for granted. But the good thing is that it came back on my desk just a few short weeks ago with another company. And I said, this time I'm going to absolutely investigate it. And when I did, I said I was very, very impressed. And I felt that this would not be an opportunity for me to miss or anybody to miss. And if so, you would actually put yourself in a situation to have, you know, missed out on a generational wealth transfer. So what I'm going to share with you here today, ladies and gentlemen, is what's called Epic Trade International. We are expanding literally all over the world. And guess what? We're less than 100 days old right now. And what Epic stands for is exceptional people, incredible compensation plan. And Billy's right. I had a chance to go hang out in Las Vegas just this past weekend, and I got a chance to get up close and in person with some of the executives of the company and the owners of the company. And boy, was I very, very impressed. But, you know, one thing that I'll tell you about, ladies and gentlemen, is that, you know, when I was there, I was in a city that makes trillions of dollars on a daily basis. But because of the pandemic, it's not making that kind of money anymore. But the amazing thing is the industry that we're in, it's making trillions of dollars. And I'm going to tell you all about this industry called Forex trading in just a second. But ladies and gentlemen, before I do so, pay close attention to this screen right here. It asks you, shouldn't you be first at least once in your life? I know all of us wish for an opportunity to come our way, pray for an opportunity to come our way. And then guess what? Sometimes when those opportunities come our way, we don't even recognize them and we pass over them. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think for a second, if you could have been the first person to bring Amazon into your household, or bring, you know, invest in Amazon and be the first one in your family to invest in it, or even Uber for that matter, or even Facebook for that matter. If you would have been first, if somebody would have tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, look, why don't you jump on a Zoom call and investigate this company? And you could be one of the first ones to change not only your life, but cause a ripple effect in the lives of your entire generation for years and years and decades to come. Ladies and gentlemen, where would you be at? You certainly wouldn't be on this call. See, here's what I'm trying to share with you right now today. We're less than 100 days old. We're the fastest growing company in this particular space. Everybody right now is looking for an additional source of income, if not to replace their incomes that they're making right now today. And ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want to share with you. This company is just getting started. Epic International is just getting started. In fact, when you look at businesses like Amazon and Facebook and Uber and Airbnb, you got to understand they went through a formulation phase. But because they're in the technology space, because they're online, because they're digital, you got to understand that those companies, ladies and gentlemen, they exploded and made it through the formulation phase when most companies don't. Then they went into what you call is the concentration phase, which takes about another 12 months. And they made it through that phase, and they even exploded more. But folks, they really hit their stride when they hit critical mass, when it became self-evident. It became a household name. And ladies and gentlemen, that's where you want to be at. You want to be in the company before we hit the critical mass phase, because what happens is your income goes tenfold from wherever it is, because it goes from a no-name company to a household name company. Here's the good news for you and I. This company right now is only 100 days old, and we're in the formulation phase. So we're in a very, very unique point in time right now of our lives, and we can take advantage of it and get other people to take advantage of it and all change our lives together. So let's talk about the Forex market. The Forex market, and by the way, I need, if everybody on the line who's actually over a Founder 1000, do me a favor. I want to highlight you. Put your hand up so I can see you. You'll go to the top of the list, so I won't have to scroll down the list and try to find you. But we got so many seasoned leaders on the line, like Shantina Jones, like Billy and Cynthia Cook, like Alice Nanga, like Abby Ikiola. So many people right now on this line. I can't even see all of them. But, you know, I see Jackie on the line from Chicago. I mean, there's so many seasoned leaders on this call that are crushing this company in less than probably 10 to 15 days already. And I'm telling you right now, we're just getting started. But let's talk about the Forex market for a little bit. What is the Forex market, ladies and gentlemen? This is a market that stands for foreign exchange. And what it stands for is the act of buying and selling currency pairs any day around the world. And folks, there are really only 8 major pairs of currencies that people are trading in this market, and they're making billions and trillions of dollars on a daily basis. And ladies and gentlemen, they're small transactions, but they're huge returns on those transactions. And guess who is doing that? Banks, central banks around the world, governments around the world, hedge funds who are, you know, have millionaire and multimillionaire and billionaires investing in those hedge funds and putting their money in there. Why? Because they're investing into this market. And guess what? Who doesn't know about this market? It's people like you and I, average, ordinary individuals that are told, hey, go to school, get good grades, come out and get a job and stay broke forever. And put your money in savings accounts and checking accounts, not knowing that the banks are taking our money and invested it into the foreign currency market. And guess what? Every day, making trillions of dollars of profits, and they're not sharing it with you and I. And guess what? It's our money. See, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the new money system. We're talking about getting you on the other side of money. You know, I'm not saying forget about your job, your job. I'm not saying forget about your business. But guess what? Those 2 ways are the old ways of making money. Because guess what? You're using what we call as YOE, your own efforts. We're talking about getting you on the other side of money where you can become a big business owner on a part-time basis and understand how to invest. And guess what, folks? Learn how to invest in the Forex market and multiply money using your cell phone and your tablets every single day. See, this is a portable skill that we're showing you with our company. And it's a portable skill, meaning that you can transfer this for life to you and all of your loved ones. You can't transfer your job, but guess what? This here, you can transfer to them. And it's the largest financial market, in fact, in the entire world, doing well over $6 trillion a day, 5 days a week. Now, who are we though? Well, guess what? We are the most educational platform right now in the Forex space. We're the fastest growing company right now in the world in network marketing and in this particular space. And all we're doing, folks, is creating an environment for you and I to plug into, and all the people we know, that's conducive for growth. That's conducive for you to learn Forex trading so that now you can now learn the skill set and guess what? Acquire your financial goals and your dreams. Let me ask you a question. Have you been dreaming about more money in 2021? Is a goal for you right now in 2021 to make more money? If so, what I want you to do is type in the chat box 3 sevens for me right now. Type in the chat box if you've been dreaming about earning more income. If you've been dreaming about having money chase you instead of you chasing it. If you've been dreaming about some type of goal or setting some type of goal to get you to the other side and 2021 is going to be your year, type sevens in the chat box. See, our executive team, folks, is second to none. We got over 100 years of experience, successful experience in both business and MLM space. And I told you before, this company is the industry leader. And guess what? Already in 90 days, less than 100 days, we're now debt free. The company's paid over $7 million in commissions. $7 million in commissions already in the last 90 days. In fact, the event that I was at just about this past weekend, they gave over $400,000 away to leaders in this company that had achieved certain ranks and positions in their first 30 to 90 days. As a matter of fact, this executive team, let me highlight them really quickly so I can let you know that this is serious here. This wasn't just put together in some type of garage. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got David McCovey over here, the founder of the company. Was a distributor just like the majority of us on this line, but he mastered the industry of network marketing in less than 5 years and started his own company. And when he started his own company in the travel space, it's been running now for 5 years, and he's done well over $220 million in that company, and it's still going strong right now today. So he brought his financial relationships over to this company and started Epic International along with these other executives. Then you have Spencer Iverson. This is my golf buddy here. We've golfed all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, he and I. In fact, this gentleman, I had been hearing about him for well over 20 years when I first got in this industry, because he was in a travel company as well, making millions. And when I finally met him about 12 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, he wasn't just a giant. He was bigger than a giant in person. And guess what? He's the CEO and the president of this company. You've got another great friend of mine, Mark Sterling, who's the VP of sales. This gentleman right here is also a friend of mine, and I've been knowing him for well over 12 years as well. He actually joined us in a company that we were marketing a product and wellness and health and wellness product in coffee. And he watched what we were doing. He watched how we actually took that company to $1 billion. And he started to apply those same principles and those same skill sets. And he too became a leader in that company and made a great deal of money and went on to make 7 figures in the industry. We went on to join a company and became the VP of sales in that company. And now he's bringing his expertise over here to Epic International as well. You have David Lenciaga here. This gentleman is brilliant, folks. He's a mastermind when we talk about social media and branding, okay, and how to market this business with high tech, high touch type components. And guess what? He's mastered it as well. He's the VP of business development. The last company, he was able to take his marketing system and sponsor well over 1,600 people personally, just over the internet, ladies and gentlemen. And he's teaching everybody how to do the same thing here in our company. You have another great friend of mine, Jonathan Green. I've been knowing him the longest out of the 3 that I know here. Matter of fact, Jonathan and I have been knowing each other now for 20 plus years. He was just coming out of college and he joined a company that I first got started in the industry in called Prepaid Legal. And he came to some of my trainings and he came to some of the trainings of other individuals. And he was a sponge, ladies and gentlemen, and he got it. And because he was a sponge and he took in the information and applied it, he too became a millionaire in that company. I walked away from that company and joined that product and health and wellness company. And he saw, guess what, that I dwarfed 10x the income in that company. And he and his business partners came into my organization in that company right around 2010. And they broke records in the industry, folks. So he's a bona fide 7-figure earner as well. And then you have Coach Max. Coach Max is not just anybody. She's not just the only female on the panel. She's not just the only youngest person on the panel. She is a dynamite person, ladies and gentlemen. This young lady is self-taught, self-made. She's a 6-figure earner in both trading, Forex, and she's a 6-figure earner in this company, ladies and gentlemen. And she learned Forex trading in her own right. Okay, she's only 29 years old, but she's very knowledgeable, like someone who's very wise and older. And folks, she's brought in over 15 different master traders in the Forex market. And she teaches and trains them on how to give us their secrets to the industry of Forex education and trading. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, this panel of individuals has this company rocking and rolling, and we're just getting started. So timing and positioning couldn't be better for you and I right now. See, the advantage of being a part of Epic is we've got enhanced data security, meaning your information can't be breached and can't be compromised. We've got a comprehensive fund, professional environment for Forex trading. We pay out commissions every single Friday in more than 100 different countries right now. Our back office, folks, is robust, accurate trade tracking and reporting that you'll see. And we've got a strong culture that we're building here all over the world, over 144 different countries. And we frequently communicate with the field that's corporate, as well as the field communicating, and that's really unheard of. You also have a compliance department that is probably one of the best, if not the best. What does that mean? That means you're protected online, okay? Your business is protected for generations and decades to come, and you're knowing that, guess what? It's not going to be compromised. First-class marketing tools, branding campaigns that you'll learn that we have, social media presence that's stronger than ever, and we just came out with the concept of being able to accept Bitcoin and digital currency for people when they enroll anywhere around the world. Let's talk about our services here. This is the game changer if you're asking me. See, what we do is we're an educational platform in the Forex market. Now, some of you all may not have heard of the Forex market, so look it up online. Go to Google, do your own research, and you'll see that the Forex market has been around longer than the stock market. In fact, I heard that we eat the stock market for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we do for you. We give this all to you at your fingertips. It's like going back to class or going back to school or going back to university. And here's what you get. You get at your fingertips every day the ability to watch live trade sessions from experts that are bona fide six-figure earners, seven-figure earners, and even eight-figure earners that are master traders in the Forex market. So here it is. They show you exactly what they're trading in with their portfolios, what they notice in the market. They tell you all of this, and all you simply have to do is sit there and learn, and they educate you. And we do this through all the time zones throughout the world every day, 5 days a week, except weekends. And guess what? You can be a student. And if you miss it, it's even recorded. We even have digital signals through our Telegram group called Epic News Network. Why is that important to know? Because we never leave you behind with information. So if you join our Telegram group, you always have first-hand information. We have Epic Forex signals. I like these because guess what? Now you can become a copy and paste millionaire. What do I mean by that? Well, remember I said those live trades? Those traders are trading their own accounts and they're telling you what you should trade in if you want to take the trades. Now, you might not be able to have as much in your trade accounts that they do, but what if you put 10 cents into the trade and you turn it into $1,000 in a matter of hours? And you did that every day. What if you took a dollar trade and you turned that into $10,000 and you did that every day? Can you see how life could be different by you copying and pasting the information from experts and bona fide 6, 7, and 8-figure earners? So these Forex signals are second to none. See, they tell you if you should buy, if you should sell. They tell you what pairs to trade in. They tell you everything you need to know. There's no guesswork here. Just copy and paste, copy and paste. Now, here's also what I like. We have what was called as Epic University. What is this? This is like a syllabus. It's a 2-week syllabus. You know exactly what to do each day. Terminologies that you may not know, you'll learn that through going through our syllabus. What strategies are, what verbiage is. You'll learn everything in that 2-week syllabus. And some people go through in that 2-week syllabus and they're ready to start trading immediately. We even have Epic Study Hall. What is this? Well, this means that if you miss a course, if you miss a session, it's just like going to school. What happens if you miss class for some reason? Well, you need to make that subject up, right? And the way you make that subject up is you go to study hall. Well, the same thing holds true here in Epic International. See, we don't want to leave you behind. You might have missed something due to a family situation or a job situation or something personal situation. Well, guess what? We still have it available. You can take our study hall portion and still miss or make up what you missed on. We also have Trade House Trading Community. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where you get a community of like-minded people that are beginners, if you're a beginner, or they're intermediate, if you're intermediate, or maybe they're masters and advanced. Well, you get to hang out with like-minded people in this community and brainstorm and exude and learn from them too. So this is our Epic services here. Now, what about from a branding standpoint? We show you how to market yourself. So you get access to freeforex.com, ladies and gentlemen. If you've never heard of it, it's simply the most powerful online marketing system in the industry, bar none. Have you ever been in a situation where you just didn't know what to say and you didn't know who to contact? Well, guess what? It takes this all away from you. And guess what? We even added a piece to it that also changed the game, and that's our very own phone app that's free to download. And guess what? You can share with your prospects any and everything that you need. And guess what? It will even drip on them through our email campaign and send you reminders on when you need to follow up. So again, it does a lot of the work for you. And ladies and gentlemen, wait till you go to myepicswag.com. We got some paraphernalia there for men apparel. We got female apparel that, guess what? It's all about conversations on how you market yourself and how you brand yourself. So you want to make sure you have that. Let me finish this off here real quickly, folks. Before I go into the money, okay? If you want to hear about money, I want you to type the number 5s in the chat box today. I want to see who I'm talking about. Type the number 5s in the chat box today. Now, we're not going to give you any guarantees on the money that you can make. We don't know what you're going to do. We don't know what your individual efforts are going to be. We don't know what your individual skills are going to be. But I will tell you, folks, we have a system of success, and we have people that are along the way to help and guide you through the process. Okay. So take a picture of this so you can see that we're not going to give you any guarantees. But what I will share with you is this. This is the most simplest compensation plan that I've seen in my 25 years of doing this. It's a one-page compensation plan. And to master this and maneuver through the entire compensation plan, the magic number is 3. The magic number is 3. Type in the chat box the number 3. See, the right 3 can set you free, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to me. The right 3 can set you financially free in this program. See, what happens is this. Anytime you invite other people to become a part of our online educational platform, we call them scholars or members. So the company says you can become a founder 1 and just introduce us to 3 other like-minded people like you that want to learn the Forex trading market. You'll put 1 in leg 1, 1 in leg 2, and 1 in leg 3. And now when you do that, you're considered to be a founder 1. And guess what? You will earn your education for free. Imagine going to college and the college says, Emmanuel, refer us to 3 of your friends or family members. Let them come to our class as well and to our university as well, and we will pay your tuition every single month. How many of you all would love that? How many of y'all be willing to go back to school? See, I'm willing to go back to school again now because my education is free. I'm learning a new skill set, and you can too. Now, what happens if those 3 people want to earn their free education? They can do the same thing. And now what that would do is put you with a team of scholars, over 12 of them, balanced out, 5, 5, and 2. Now you'll be considered a founder 600. And guess what we'll do? This is our first paid rank in the company of $150 that we'll pay you every Friday for a total of $600 every single month. Now, I want to pause for a second and ask you, what would an extra $600 do? Over $6,000, over $7,000 in a 12-month time frame. Maybe pay off your cell phone bills early, right? I'm sure somebody can use an extra $7,200 in a year, right? That's the potential that you have here in this opportunity. Now, when you look at this, ladies and gentlemen, what happens if those 12 people refer to 3? Now that goes to what we call as Founder 1000, team of over 30 people, balanced out 12, 12, and 6. Now that bumps you up to $250 per week, $1,000 per month, $12,000 per year. Look at what happens at Founder 2000. Now, those same 30 people introduced it to 3 people. You've got well over 80 people balanced out, 32, 32, and 16 at a minimum. And now that pushes you and promotes you to what we call is a Founder 2000, and you're making $500 a month in revenue, or $2,000. I'm sorry, $500 a week or $2,000 a month. Now I'm going to pause for a second. If $2,000 per month coming into your household right now as we speak would replace your mortgage, I want you to type yes in the chat box. Just type yes in the chat box if $2,000 would help you replace your mortgage, okay? Now, we got people that are doing that and more, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. See, Founder here, ladies and gentlemen, Founder 5,000 now means you got 250 members, 250 scholars in your network. You're making $5,000 per month. Guess what happens here? Now you start to develop yourself an eye problem because you're making $60,000 per year. And guess what? You're probably going to say to yourself, you know what? I can't see myself working a job anymore. And you call your boss and tell them you got an eye problem. Tell them you quit, because that now means you probably can replace your income. The average person right now here in the US is only making $48,000 a year. And we're showing people how to do this on a part-time basis. And I'm not even counting the trades that they're making. What about ambassadors, ambassador 10s, 20s, and 50s? This means you now are a bona fide 6-figure earner. Let me ask you a question. How many of y'all want to make another 6-figure income this year in 2021? How many of y'all want to make your first 6-figure income this year in 2021? If so, then you want to make sure you get with the person here to develop a game plan of how to get yourself to become an ambassador. You become an ambassador 10 with over 500 customers spread out amongst 3 legs, balanced 200, 200, 100. You're now making $10,000 a month. You're making $2,500 a week, $120,000 a year. What about Ambassador 20? You got 1,000 scholars in your program. You're making $5,000 a week or $20,000 a month. That's over $250,000 a year. What about Ambassador 50? You got 2,500 customers, scholars, one day in your organization, and all you had to do was bring aboard a 3 minimum. And ladies and gentlemen, now you're making $50,000 a month, $600,000 a year. See, lives are changing, and we give you incentives. What about becoming a multi 7-figure earner? Well, you have to do that at Icon, folks. You can become an Icon 100, Icon 200, Icon 500. That just means you now are a bona fide 7-figure earner. We'll pay you, $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month, even $500,000 a month at those 3 positions. And at the top of our company, folks, this is called EPIC, Exceptional People, Incredible Compensation Plan. When you look at this position, folks, you're making $1 million a month, $250,000 a week, okay? $12 million a year, okay? And guess what, folks? We have people already at every one of these positions from $600 all the way up to $100,000 per month already, and we're just less than 100 days old. In fact, one young lady in our company, she hit this position in the last 10 days, okay? She just came aboard from another company and hit it in 10 days. And guess what? She's got so many other people inspired to do exactly the same thing here in our company. Now, as we close this out, let's talk about some of those epic rewards and incentives. See, when you, not only are you making money and helping people get this educational platform, but now when you reach our 6-figure level, we're going to give you 6-figure income rings. And we're going to give you cash along with that. That event they had in Las Vegas, they had several people getting their 6-figure rings starting at $100,000 all the way up, okay, to $1 million a year now. And we're not even a year old. We also give you rewards trips. They took over, 30 plus people in the first 30 days that reached the ambassador level to Mexico. You get to one of our high 6-figure income positions, they'll even give you an all expense paid trip to Dubai for 2 people. All expenses paid whenever you want to go, whenever this pandemic passes by. You even have the ability now, once you get to that 6-figure a month level, you even have an opportunity to have the company give you a brand new Rolex watch. Okay. Isn't that cool? Now you can afford that Rolex yourself, but guess what? If it's free, why not take it? We even have an opportunity at one of our high 6-figure per month income positions where now you'll get yourself a Mercedes-Benz S550, or you can select a Tesla, or you can select a Cadillac Escalade. And guess what? This is not a lease. This has your name on the title with no payments. See, I believe a car that you get with no payments that somebody else gave you drives a whole lot better than the one you have right now. Don't you agree? Matter of fact, when you get to one of our top positions, we even have the Lamborghini program. You can have a Lamborghini Hurricane, ladies and gentlemen, and pick the color that you want as long as it's black and gold. You'll get that later on. And then last but not least, at Epic, ladies and gentlemen, we give you what we call, is actual private jet service for 2 years. You get 25 hours a month to fly you and 5 other people anywhere in the world that you want to go to any given time, 25 hours a month for the next 2 years. How many of you all want to be epic? If you want to be epic in this program, I want you to type epic in the chat box for me right now. Type epic in the chat box, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever want to be an epic, guess what? You got a chance to do it right now. And if you ever want to have your own private jet, you got a chance to do it right now. Now, how does one get started? Well, all you do is get back with the person that invited you on the webinar here today. As I said before, ladies and gentlemen, there's so many leaders on this line, that, I haven't even mentioned. I'm trying to look through and see all of them. We've got, I think we got some founder 1000s on here. I know we've got Pastor Joe Wilson on here. We've got, we've got Nick Haggerty on here. We've got, we've got who else? Shantina Jones is on here. Abby Ikiola is on here. We've got so many great leaders in this industry who have been bona fide 6-figure and 7-figure earners in this industry, folks. And we got Alice Nung on here. I see her as well. But how do you get started here, ladies and gentlemen? Simply get back with the person that invited you on the webinar today and become an Epic Scholar. It's only $135. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? That's a monthly fee, but you only pay it one time. Now, I want you to get that. It's a monthly fee, but you only pay it one time. Why do I say that? Because remember, you can bring on 3 scholars and get this membership for free every month. That's one way. Or the second way, if you get your first 12 people in the program directly or indirectly and become Founder 600, guess what? We're going to start paying you $150 every single week. And what we'll do is we'll take your monthly membership fee out of your profits versus out of your pocket. So you will never, ever have to pay your money here ever again if you follow our fail-proof system and work with the person that invited you on this call and get yourself enrolled and get yourself to that Founder 600 position right away. As you're doing so, folks, we want you to learn the skill set so that you can start multiplying money using your cell phone, using your tablet on a daily basis. Learn what compound interest is. I'm going to leave you with this. Compound interest, according to Albert Einstein, is the 8th wonder of the world. And he says that he who understands it earns it, and he who does it pays for it. Are you tired of paying for somebody else to get rich? Why not you get rich? This is your shot. This is your turn. This is your year. You want to get back with the person that invited you on this call, ladies and gentlemen, and become a scholar today, and then eventually upgrade to an independent business owner for $15 when you're ready to start earning money through our compensation plan at Founder 600. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to leave you with this. When you look at this opportunity, we're the fastest growing company in this space. You know what? We're not even trying to be. We're just trying to bless people around the world and teach them the skill set and how to get to the other side of money. But here's our shot. Why be average when you can be epic? My name is Emmanuel Bernstein. We're going to have another presentation just like this one tomorrow. Every day this month at this very same time on this very same line, we've got a seasoned leader that will share the same information that I just shared with you, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? All you got to do is invite your family, invite your friends, invite your colleagues, invite the people that you love the most, that you want to help bless with this opportunity. You don't even have to be the one that explains it. We'll do the work. You make the money. Just bring them on our call tomorrow. And guess what? Sit back and relax and just smile all the way to the bank. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you at the top. We'll see you at the bank, and we're going to see you on one of the beaches around the world. Bye for now, and God bless each and every one of you all, and welcome to the future.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bernstein. Awesome presentation, sir.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you for hosting, Billy.
You're absolutely welcome.
Great job, Mr. Bill. Mr. Billy Cooks. Great job, Mr. B. Let's go.
Great job, Mr. Bernstein.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Great job, Super.
Right.
Great job, Super A. Great job, Billy.
Night. Thanks to Dupixent, the add-on treatment for specific.
Thank you, Mr. Bernstein. Amazing, amazing call.